All right, guys. So Shimron is just going to join us. Just had a word with him. Let me check. Yeah, he's joining us now. We have just sent him the request. Come on. All right, guys. He's almost here. Hey, man. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I was struggling to actually get onto the live, to be honest.
No problem, man. We are very excited to have you here. Just to get started, guys. Everyone knows Shimron. He's one of the most explosive batsmen in today's age. He plays amazingly well. He is quite an entertainer. A lot of us have seen it lately, what you can do, and he is quite entertaining off the field as well. So we'll get started, Shimron. Just to start with, where are you right now, in which city?
I'm home, actually. Home sweet home. I'm in Guyana, Berbice, Cumberland.
The reason I've asked you the question is because I know at least you are stuck at a place which has got wonderful views. So if you don't mind, can you just show us around?
Let me see if I could get that done.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. That's where I am.
Wow. Not a bad place to get stuck at, right?
I don't think so. I was actually playing some music before.
That's nice. Okay, so before we get started, just a minute. The photo, just a minute, Shimron. I'm just trying to pull up something. So Shimron, how's it going with you now? Being at home for how long now?
I think it's been 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, I think. I'm not sure how long it's been. I'm having too much fun home with the wife, actually. So it's all fun. It's something new to do.
Okay, so being a cricketer, you must be on the road and wouldn't have spent so much time at home in long time, right? So how's it going around?
It's actually pretty fun, actually. Miss this for about, let's say, about the last 4 years or something like that. So it's nice to actually be home for some time. Not under the circumstances that I would have liked, but you can't really do anything about it at the moment. So it's, instead of complaining, it might as well you just enjoy it. Try and enjoy it as much as you can.
Right. And what are you doing every day now? What's your routine like?
The routine is basically the same. I try to sleep for as long as I can during the day. Sometimes the latest I think I would have slept is probably to about 1 o'clock midday or something now.
Okay.
Something, because I usually sleep late or early in the morning, so it doesn't really, so it adds up actually when you add it up after that. And then I just get up, go brush my teeth, take a shower, have breakfast, and then, well, lunch, you could say, and just go through the rest of the day. Play some cards with my wife, and then do some running downstairs. Hit a few balls in that tied up downstairs, and
That's nice.
I do some running, and that's it.
So
Yeah.
in terms of your workouts, anything else apart from running, or just doing running these days?
I try to do some abdominal work as well because I try to do some push-ups as well, but I have kind of a bad wrists, both of them, so I take it a little bit easy with the where the push-ups are concerned, but everything else is just goes the same way.
Okay, and in terms of, nowadays everyone is also helping out at home, doing some house chores. So what about you? What activity are you doing at home?
I try, but don't really get the chance to do much because I'm really just placed in a car and told sit. But when I do get the chance, I do some probably just sanitize it, the shirts or something, and vacuum the rub, and that's about it.
That's
Probably
not bad.
or something.
So, do you also cook at times or not at all?
No, I try, but I'm not allowed to because afraid I burn down the house, so it doesn't really help. But I'm planning because my wife's birthday is on Sunday, which is tomorrow, I think.
Wow,
Tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try my hand at baking.
that's wonderful. And apart from playing cards, are you watching something? I mean, any TV series or any movies you're watching nowadays?
Uh, Depends on what's showing on TV. I think I've watched the Megalodon about 5 times already. Um, I've watched the Fast and Furious from one to. I watched all of them. I think from 1 to 8 so far, almost. Different one shows almost every day, so I just tune in and watch. Series I just watched 2.5 Men. I think you know about that 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about on season. I think it's season 5. I think I'm at right now. I think,
Okay,
and think that's it. And sometimes I look at some cartoons that are showing on TV because
that's nice.
I'm a big cartoon person. I'm big on cartoon.
Wow. And do you usually binge watch or take your own time?
Uh just whenever I have the time actually. Well, which is all the time now. So well, mostly when I don't have anything to do, when there's no chores to do.
And in terms of music, Shimron, what is your go-to music these days?
I listen to almost everything basically, but mostly Rick Ross lately of late. For some reason, I'm not sure why. He speaks to me, I think. And for now, it's hip hop. For now, hip hop and dance.
Okay. I want to recommend you a song.
Go ahead.
Ro Roar Macha. You remember the song, the
I
DC
think
song?
I think I remember that. I remember that song. Yeah. I have to check it
Yeah,
back. I have to check back, look for it.
right. Okay. So Shimron, moving on to something about cricket. A lot of us want to know more about you. How did you start your cricket? At what age did you pick up the bat?
It's family. Well, my brother actually. He was really the reason why I actually started playing cricket because growing up, I was always around cricket because he plays cricket and my family, my parents and my sisters and my siblings basically they're cricket oriented. So we're mainly around
Wow.
cricket. Cricket was the only sport around for us. Well, not main sport around for us at the time, and he
Wow.
played. He represented the country, and in Guyana there are 3 different counties. There's Berbice,
Right.
Demerara, and Essequibo, and he represented Berbice, the county. So I was always behind cricket because of him, and I always aspired to be somewhat like him.
So, at what age did you think that you can uh, let's say, make it seriously into cricket, like become a professional cricketer?
What age did I think I could have?
At what
Mm,
age?
I I started at 11. I started playing cricket at
Okay.
11. But I played my first international game. I think I played when I was 20. That was about 3 years ago. That
Okay.
was Pakistan. That was my first test match against Pakistan in Jamaica.
Okay. So let's talk about something which would have been really a funny incident while playing cricket from international career, maybe. Do you remember any funny incident
Yeah, there was
from your
one
play? Yeah.
um, during the World Cup when we were playing against New Zealand with Carlos Bradley diving for the ball and was on the ground just grabbing at it. That was probably the funniest moment of my cricketing career so far.
Nice. And Shimon, what format in cricket do you like to play? Like T20 cricket or Test or ODIs?
Surprisingly, I prefer Test cricket more. I really grew up like watching a lot of Test cricket and stuff like that. So it was really nice to look at it. I always like looking at the Ashes when I was younger. I just still do when I get the chance to, that is. And the T20s and one days they go hand in hand really, but Test cricket is really what I enjoy mostly.
And I mean, West Indies has got a huge list of legends, you know. Any particular player you always look up to?
There are quite a few actually, and some of them that I play with some of them that I play with as well. It was Chris Gill. It was BC Lara as well. Shiv, SARS, which is Sarwan, and some of the others from different countries and stuff like that as well.
Okay. And who's your best mate in the team?
Right now it's Chemo. Yeah, right now.
He's a wonderful guy.
Yeah, that's like the little brother that I never had.
So you talk to him every day?
Not every day. He's not that easy to get on to actually. If I'm to call him now, I'll probably take a day to get on to him or something like that because his phone, when he's at home, his phone is off most of the time, so I don't really get the chance to get on to him as much as I would like to. But like
Right.
when around where cricket is concerned, when he's practicing or when I'm practicing, we're right there. We would catch up.
That's nice. Shimon, any cricketing advice, or let's say, what's the best advice you have received in your career, which is always in your mind?
Uh Actually, it was actually a simple not really a piece of advice. I would say it was from Craig Brathwaite. I was battling with him in New Zealand when I think when I was younger, and I was like having a little bit of difficulty with the short pitch bowling and stuff like that. So he came down to me. He was like, "See ball, hit ball." So it was that really rolled into all cricket that I played. It was like not trying to change as much, just trying to be myself and just express yourself as much as well, not as much as you can, but express yourself while being safe as well. And
So that,
that's
yeah,
something I took with me throughout my career so far.
right. That also kind of shows your style of play, if we could say.
Yeah, yeah, that reflects in how I
Yeah,
play.
right. So, Shimon, I'm gonna show you something. Just give me a moment. I want to show you something that we can continue talking. Just a moment. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So you remember the video, right?
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
Yeah. So you were in India when the IPL auction happened, right?
I think we were in a series against India that time.
Right. So where were you watching it? In your hotel room, probably.
shockingly, we were in Chemo's room looking at it. There was my
Yeah.
Chemo and Brandon King. We were sitting looking at it.
And what was your reaction when you saw the auction and you got the bid from DC and uh, got selected by DC?
At first, when it took some time before the bidding actually started, so I was kind of nervous to some extent because I thought that I would have been picked up. But when it started, I got more and more excited, and then I saw DC started the auction to get into the auction with me as well. I got more and more excited because I know Chemo was there, and I actually got my fingers crossed that I would have been picked up by DC. And when I did, we had like a semi celebration in the room as well. And then I did the video that you just showed as well.
So you must have had a lot of discussions because Chemo loves to shop. So he has found a buddy now. He can go and shop along with.
For me, I think he shops too much, but that's just my thoughts.
So Shimon, 2019, I believe, was your first year in the IPL.
Yes,
How was your experience?
uh, it it was good, to be honest. I didn't get the scores that I would have liked, but it actually helped me to gain some experience in IPL and know a little bit more about how franchise cricket is and how this setup is away from the Caribbean, because CPL is kind of like the same thing. But where IPL is concerned, there's a little bit more with everything around it, like more security, more fans, and stuff like that. So it was a learning curve for me, and I really enjoyed it, and I picked up as much as I could from the guys around.
When you used to visit Delhi during the IPL, I saw you at the ground also. You were hanging out with Chemo all the time. So did you guys get to try any Delhi food?
No, we didn't get the chance though, because I didn't think we had a lot of time in Delhi though. I think that's why I didn't really get the chance. But I think we went shopping once. Myself, Chemo, Surfing, we went shopping once. I can't remember the name of the place though, but we were shopping at, I think, once or twice.
Maybe around Connaught Place?
I honestly can't remember. I'll have to check. I'll have to check with Chemo and get back to you on that.
No problem. And how's the excitement? You'll be getting to work with someone like Ricky Ponting, in the team.
It's something I'm looking forward to. I've heard that he's a great coach and he has a great personality and stuff like that. So I'm actually waiting to see the type of person he is and getting to work with him, because Sherfin even explained to me that he's a really good coach, and he taught him how to pull. So that's the next thing that I'm looking forward to seeing how he does that, because at watching him play, when he was playing, he was probably one of the best pullers I've seen. So it's I'm just waiting to see how that is.
Right. Uh, Getting back to Chemo, during your video, you could hear in the back, Chemo saying something in Hindi. So
Uh,
did he teach it to you?
I honestly can't remember what it is.
Okay, I'll tell
I
you.
can't
Let's see if you can repeat it. So it's Dilli walo kaise ho?
Oh, Dilly Walu Keseho. Yeah, I can remember the Dilly Walu part, not the last part.
Okay. Okay. So Shimon, let's try and take some questions from our fans now. A lot of them have been sending questions. So let me just check if we find something exciting around. Dishi Jain is asking us, how excited are you to play for Delhi Capitals?
I'm really excited. Seeing the amount of youngsters that they have there as well, mixed with senior players as well. It's really nice, and being there with someone that I've basically played my entire life with it helps a lot more with it.
Abhiram is having some compliments. You are a super fantastic and a classic player.
Thanks.
Uh, Shankar Dhawan. Yeah, this guy is a huge Shikhar Dhawan fan. So he's asking any words about Shikhar Dhawan.
So I've met him a few times. He has a good personality as well. I think he seems like a good person to be around. Um, we haven't really chatted much in the past because probably because we're playing for opposing teams. But I think it should be a little bit different now because we're playing on the same team. So hopefully we get a better relationship now.
Right. Uh, Kelroy is asking, what's your favorite shot in cricket?
I like to pull, but lately I've been getting out a lot pulling. So I'm not sure. I might have to cut that out a little bit.
Okay. Uh, this one is interesting from Inderjeet. Inderjeet is asking, is there a competition between you and Puran who hits bigger sixes?
uh, sometimes yes, like after the game finishes, sometimes. But it happens during practice. If we're having like an outfield net, then we would have like a little bit of talk with it. But it's not really that much of a big thing. But myself and Chemo, we have that. Like when we're playing, he would say he would probably hit the bigger six than I would, or he would make more runs than I, and stuff like that.
Right. Some people are asking your opinion on DC's team this season.
I think we have a well-rounded team, to be honest. Rounded with all-rounders, bowlers, and batsmen as well. And I'm not sure about the local Indian talent because I haven't played for DC, but it should be fun getting to know them because there's always great talent in India.
Right.
Even just playing in a series against India, you would see some great guys coming in the nets and bowling to us and stuff like that. So it's nice to know that they are local Indian players in the team. I'm looking forward to meeting a few of them.
Awesome, man. So, Shimron, do we throw some rapid fires at you now? Are you ready for it?
Sure, no problem. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, great. So, from the players you have played with, uh, next few questions would be related to them. Okay. Who's your funniest teammate?
Funniest teammate. Probably Shannon. Shannon Gabriel.
And the most annoying one?
Could be him as well. Alzari.
Alzari. Interesting. Who's the best dancer in your team?
Cottrell.
Wow.
Or Keswick. Either or.
Uh, who has got the best dressing sense?
Cottrell.
And the worst?
Keswick. For sure.
Who is always late?
Yours truly. Most times. Sometimes.
And the most forgetful one?
Puran.
Lastly, who's the best singer in your team or the players you have played with?
Ashley Nurse.
Wow. Okay. Uh, few more questions, Shimran, before we wrap the rapid fire up. What is your favorite TV show?
2.5 Men.
Okay. Favorite Indian food?
Curry.
Any Bollywood song you like?
I have to think about that one. I think. Sure. I watched a few, but the last one I was starting was Om Shanti Om, but I didn't get to finish.
Okay. And favorite music band?
I don't have one, to be honest. But there's a few. I think there's Maroon 5. I think they're a music band.
Okay. Okay. So now we'll go back and see how well do you remember a few of your innings. I'll be showing you a picture on the screen,
Okay.
and let's see if you can guess which knock it is against which opponent you have played that. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Here you go.
India 100 against India 139.
Yeah, 139, pretty close. And you smashed that in 106 balls in Chennai
I actually
last year.
thought was less balls for sure. No problem.
Okay. Okay, now another one.
On the 19 on the
Hmm.
19 World Cup, I think that was the semi-finals against
Right.
Bangladesh.
Wonderful. You scored 60 of 59 balls. And why don't you talk us through the under 19 World Cup? You were the captain. You guys won the cup.
Uh, to start the tournament, we had a few practice games against Bangladesh, and they beat us convincingly throughout those 3 games. And playing that, we were kind of like we wouldn't say bringing down yourselves, or we were kind of like a little bit down in spirits because we didn't win any of the games. And then we played our first game against England, and we lost the game, lost as well. And I think the turning point for us was when I think it was our analyst, he got so annoyed at us. He took the entire team into a room and just spoke his mind. And from then, I think everything just turned. I think we won every game after that one, and you could have seen that the guys actually wanted to win each and every game after that. And it wasn't one person standing up. It was a complete team performance throughout that. Well, throughout, we had different people putting up their hands. We had Alzari Joseph. He would pay himself with the pace that he had. There was Tamar Holder, Kimo Paul. There was Pope, Imlap, Carty in the finals. Ryan John, Shamar Springer, each and every, as the names just keep coming to me as I keep thinking
Right.
about. It was everyone just put up their hand at different points in the tournament, at crucial points as well, and which was really nice. Even Kimo again, Kimo hit the winning runs for us, and
Wow.
it was it was a really good feeling knowing that some of the guys that I played with, I played with them in the under 19 World Cup, we actually played throughout my junior years, like from under 15 to under 19, and some even now at senior level. And it was really nice. Even the coaches and the management staff and stuff, everyone really supported us. They were always behind us, always pushing us to go that extra mile and to do more in net, so it'll be easier in the game and stuff like that. And leading up to the finals, it was really a matter of everyone wanting to play against the entire team wanting to play against Bangladesh again because they beat us in the 3 games before. Everyone wanted to just play them again, just to have that, because they're revenge because they beat us. And after winning that, I think everyone actually made sure that from there it's straight to the cup, and we never look back.
And how was the feeling of leading a team to a World Cup win?
I was a magnificent feeling actually. I didn't really get much time to enjoy it because I had to do I think it was drug testing or something like that. That testing you do after the game basically. So when I was finished with that, by the time I was finished with that and I got back into the team, where the team was, everything was finished. The celebration was all done. All the thing, the water that was going around in the dressing room was all thrown all over the place and stuff like that. So I didn't get a chance to. But when we got back to the hotel, I think there was cake. So we had some cake, and then I think we gathered in a room, and we think we had a little bit of celebration in the room as well. And then I think it was a day after we left to come back home. But it was
Nice.
really a really really nice experience.
Okay. Last picture.
Against England, 106 not out in the Caribbean. That was the starting of last year.
104, I think. 104 of 83.
Close enough. Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah. So,
I love
can
that.
you talk about that inning? Yeah.
That was showing. I think that was showing on the television a few days back. I can't remember, but that one I was a little bit nervous for that one because the game before that we made, I think it was 360 we made and we lost. And in that game I just went in and just played shots from ball one. In the first game that I made 20 and I got out, and I was a bit disappointed in myself because I thought that if I had stick around a little bit longer, we could have probably gotten to 400, which would have probably made us win the game.
Right.
So the game finished and I head back to the hotel and I kept thinking about it. I was like, okay, I'll just try to do better. And then my wife came as well. She came, I think it was the day before or something like that. So
Okay.
I had a little bit more motivation to go out and do well. And
Right.
when I went, I think we were 130 something for four when I went out, and I was batting with Bravo at the time, I think. And then we had a good partnership from then, and after then I just tried to bat as deep as possible in that game. That was really and truly the plan, and that was probably one of the few games that I came not out in my international career so far.
That's nice. Okay. So, last couple of questions from fans before we close this chat. Uh, who is the toughest bowler you have faced till now? This question is from Vansh.
Hmm, Offense bowler. I'm not sure. Probably Boomer so far because of his action, I think.
Right. Another person, Samir. Samir is asking one player you thought about when you knew you were picked by DC. Any player you thought about that you'll get to play with a certain player?
Uh, Probably Surisaya and Pant.
Okay, great then. I think. Oh, Chehel is asking you still here. You want to say anything to him? He's a good friend of yours.
What's up, UZ? English, bro. English.
Okay. Anyway, Shimon, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for being here, talking to all of us. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure talking to you, and we can't wait to see you back at IPL playing at Kila Kotla, which is our Delhi stadium. Hope to see you soon, mate.
yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.